Lexus, you always challenging me. You know I love it when you challenge me, so let's do it.
Had to wear the Proving Grounds jersey today for this gameplay because I'm pretty excited. All right, what's the game plan, guys?
We'll just play sides if that's possible. But
Pass the ball, exploit mismatches, kick out. Yeah, we good. We got him.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna let them backdoor me because I know they try.
The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to business. A look from earlier as they arrived at the arena. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. We'll watch the Boston Celtics in this one as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. They've got Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. And for the Celtics, the two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's the Beast in at shooting guard. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 6. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Maxey surveys. Here's McCain. Boston pulls it in. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Ooh, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Thybulle. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
That reach of Porzingis was just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Here's McCain. Let's go with a 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Up top, Brown. Giving this team some energy. Averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's the Beast. Drains the triple. The Beast has got 5 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I spoke with Boston's head coach earlier. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. 4 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Offensive rebound. Porzingis misses.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Right side, Maxey. Boston pulls it in. Their last encounter in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the Sixers.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And the 76ers call time here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's McCain. His last outing, he had 18 points. To end the drought. And the layup is up and in. McCain's got his second bucket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's the Beast, coming off a terrific game against Cleveland. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without foul.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. McCain's shot is off.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jump.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, it's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
And the Celtics making a change here. White's checked in. Now here's Tatum. He's another guy who had a great performance in that win against Cleveland.
How about the pace that Tatum plays with? Excellent. I mean, when he's feeling it, he can pull up effortlessly off the dribble. Nice.
Here's Shed. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Here's Embiid. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer, Allen Iverson, back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
76ers trail by 6. Here's McCain. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. McCain's got 10 points.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's Tatum. Philadelphia grabs the miss. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
Here's the Beast. His fourth make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Pass to Clinton. Here's McCain. He's guarded by White. A nice shot by McCain.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And Austin calls time here. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Sixers. 76ers trail by 4. Here's Grimes. And a miss there on the triple.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now here's Tatum. He's been contributing over 15 a game.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes.
Substitution on the court.
And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Outside, Brown. Shot clock at 5. Here's the Beast. Good. And Brown gets the assist. The Beast's got 14 points.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
They've got Peyton Pritchard. Josh Hart is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's the Beast in a 2-guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He ended up with 37 points, and that was a season high for him. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Pritchard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. That one goes in.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
76ers trail by 4. Knocked loose. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Clinton for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And the basket by Clinton.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Shots good by Hart.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. But when Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
Pass to McCain. To the paint. And it's Thibault missing.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's the Beast. He's got 18. From deep. Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Offensive rebound. McCain. Comes up empty down low. Boston leading by 5. Here's Pritchard. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. Rebounded by Clinton. Philadelphia shooting at 30% here in the second. Clark, a lot of NBA pundits like to issue bold preseason predictions. I don't think you fall into that camp.
Yeah, I'm a little more measured in that regard, B.A. I like to base my predictions on stuff that's real, not stuff that might be real. But I understand the need to try to speculate and anticipate. There's so much that's unforeseen and unpredictable that it really is difficult to make guarantees or predictions with any basis in fact until some games have been played.
Drew Holiday's checked in for Boston. Doughton's checked in for the Sixers. Here's Embiid. Philadelphia with another miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
That shot, no good. 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Clinton. Now Maxey, the 17-footer. Got it. Maxey's gotten 4 this quarter.
Zero hesitation. Maxey, great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Down low, Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And some. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Boston out in front, leading by 4. And we'll be right back after.
The 76ers, 32.
If you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. 4-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Matisse Thybulle. Joel Embiid is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Clinton in at the 4. Just 3 to shoot. Here's the Beast. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. 76ers trail by 4. From 10 feet away. Off the left rim and out.
Great contest down low. Allowing no easy hoops is a winning approach.
Oh, there's the alley. Here's Clinton, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. And that one drops for him.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to the Beast. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Tatum passes to the Beast. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
That was a sensational pass. And then the catch and finish in the same motion? Ridiculous.
Alley-oops like that are so rare. You simply have to take a second to enjoy it.
And you know what, fellas? You got to really, really admire somebody with the confidence to even try a pass like that.
Porzingis against Embiid. Back to Maxey. Lays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got 6.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
76ers trail by 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Nails it from beyond the arc. Thibel's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And he sinks out, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The Beast has got 25 points.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Pass to McCain. Back to Maxey. Here's McCain. All sorts of time. Shots no good. 7 for 13 now in this game. Celtics lead by 6. Outside Tatum. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for his shot.
Grimes, he's checked in for the 6th. '76ers trail by 11. Jaylen Brown is out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. It's Hart on the wing. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Here's Doughton. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Celtics.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
They've been the disruptors defensively, coming up with a lot of steals that have had an impact on the flow of the game.
To the middle. Here's the Beast. Rebound by Philadelphia. McCain's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Klintman. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Pass to the Beast. And here's Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
76ers trail by 9. Here's McCain. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Clark, in your opinion, how does social media affect the game?
Monumental ways. One, I think the most direct way is that it keeps fans connected to players, and players have the option as to how they're going to engage with their fans directly. Player to fan without any middle person. And that is valuable both ways, except when the narrative turns negative. That's the other side of the coin. And when you say things publicly on social media platforms, it's impossible to retract them. You might be able to erase them, but they're still out there in the stratosphere. He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
That's tipped. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
And I could see him moving even higher up in the ranks. He's certainly a talented guy up in the air.
He is for sure, but this list is just packed with real aerial artists. This dunk contest is really going to be something special.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Brown looking around. Pritchard. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. To the wing, right side. Here's Embiid. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
The Beast, good.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
76ers trail by 9. Pass to Shed. Back to Embiid. The jump hook. Strong finish by Embiid.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Hard with it. Here's the Beast. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. To the right side. Jacks up a 3. Hauled in by Brown.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there.
Here's the Beast. He takes it in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. 76ers trail by 9. Now here's Embiid. And Porzingis with the block. And they pick up 2.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To the inside, Brown. JB, nice finish inside.
And I know the defense was all over Brown that time, guys, but in the end, he's just too skilled for him in the paint.
Inside, here's Thibault, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Outside, Brown. Here's the beast. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there. Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
So he gets them both. And it's a 9-point game here. And the 76ers call time here. They're losing by 9. 1:58 left in the game. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow, so impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. And Coach had a simple message for their team saying, hey, we're right there. Let's start with a stop. Knock down a couple shots, and we'll be up. Sometimes the best instructions are the basic ones. PA?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pass to McCain. Banked it in off the glass. McCain's got 24.
Selfless pass there from Maxey. Really able to handle the guard position quite well.
Tatum passes to the beast. 1:24 left in the fourth. Back to Tatum. Here's the beast. Launches it. Again, the miss by Boston.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Here's McCain. And Porzingis with the block. Tatum passes to Brown. Here's the beast. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here. Philadelphia has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Embiid against Porzingis. It's stolen. Here's the beast. Good. And Brown gets the assist. The beast has got 38 points.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Embiid against Porzingis. Embiid drawing the double team. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Maxey. Tatum pulls it in.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
The beast shot is off. Now Embiid. There's the triple. Off target with the shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports.
Okay.
Green.
Good shot.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
Yes,
I love it.
okay.
Yep.
Power's carrying both of you.
Hey, that's fine. We playing as a team, Alexis.
Yep.
Stay off my back.
You got it? Oh, I'm going.
Get dunked on again. Oh, I tried it. That's all right. Got a little overzealous there.
No, you're fine.
What?
Boston, Massachusetts. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. On the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Thomas is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Puffkin in at the two-guard spot. And for Boston, the post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's the Beast. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And it's going to be the Pacers off the tip. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Six to shoot. The pass to the Beast. With the fadeaway. The shot's good.
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Here's Puffkin. That three off the mark. Pass to the Beast. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. The shot will not fall. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Puffkin. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Siakam. And the layup is good.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Now, here's Brown. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. The Beast can't hit.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Unloads from 13. Uses the glass to drop it in. The Beast's got his second basket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Halliburton outside. Inside. Puffkin with the bucket. Puffkin's got his second basket of the night.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Tatum passes to the Beast. Here's Porzingis. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Here's Mathurin. We saw him with 29 points last game. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Buries it from three-point range.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Thomas finds Halliburton. Porzingis with the block, and they'll keep possession. A second chance effort from deep. Rebound, Boston. Here's the Beast. 38 points for him last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's the Beast. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. He passes it to Brown. Outside Tatum. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's the Beast. No good with the triple.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
It's time for some t-shirts right now, fans.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kenrich Williams. On the court for Indiana. They've got Siakam, and it's Freeman in at the 4 spot. Brown against Mathurin. Here's the Beast. He's got 7. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got the first basket of the second quarter for Boston.
This shot used to be a question mark for Brown coming into the league. Now you got to guard him from deep.
Here's Wesley. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Siakam passes to Freeman. Clock at 6. Here's Mathurin. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Cunning move there by Mathurin, helping him shake off the defense.
Brown with it. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The pass to the Beast. It's up a 3. Boston getting another chance here, and they pick up 2. Brown's got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
Well, when it comes to rebounding, one of Brown's old coaches once told him, you have to want it. Well, he wanted it right there.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against the 76ers played some superb ball. He dropped in 38 points, and he was so productive offensively, he wound up setting a new season high for himself in scoring. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And so it's Indiana with it. After the missed 3 from the Beast, he had a nice open look right there. Hopkins got the lead up to 4 now for Indiana.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Halliburton. The Beast passes to Pritchard. Here's the Beast. Deflects the pass. Brown, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin. And I think two things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players. So you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
2 shots. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's the beast. That one's not going to go.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Siakam's shot is off.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Brown with the bucket.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
And that's a foul called on the beast. That is his first. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Celtics. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for
52. The Pacers, 48.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. The dish to Thomas, pass to Halliburton. Back to Thomas. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 6. Pritchard passes to the Beast. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Siakam deciding where to go with it. Over Tatum. Siakam's shot is off.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
As the league continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter. Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Here's Puffkin. They can't stop the run with that one.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The Beast can't hit.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Now, Mathurin. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
To the paint, and stolen by Siakam. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 6 assists in the game. Out left to the wing. Here's the Beast. He's got 13.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Thomas kicks to Halliburton. For 3, Siakam. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Over Thomas. Inside, Tatum.
And they're beginning to could just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Halliburton outside. Mathurin against Brown. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to the Beast. The kick out to Brown. Passes to the Beast. Back to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. The Beast can't hit.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
To the inside, in low, Buffkin, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Here's the Beast. Connects from three-point range. The Beast's got 9 points now in just the second half. Pacers trail by 12. Siakam outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's the Beast. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations.
In for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Jason Tatum. Kenrich Williams comes in for Josh Hart. Harris is checked in for Chris Dunn. And it's the Beast in for White. Here's the Beast, covered by Wesley. Shots good by the Beast. The Beast's got 20 points.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
And so in the game for the Pacers, Benedict Mathurin is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Thomas. And it's Wesley in at the shooting guard position. And there's the pass to the Beast. Shoots from 14. Jump shot is good that time. He's got 22.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now. Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Dishes to Holiday. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
They grabbed their own miss. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Mathurin. Here's Wesley. And the Beast pulls it down. The Beast's got 5 rebounds tonight. Porzingis passes to the Beast. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Carter, he's checked in for Harris. The shot's good from Halliburton.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Down low. Here's the Beast. Back to Carter. That one, no good. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. To the middle. Here's Shepard. Boston grabs the miss. Porzingis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's the Beast. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
Carter, the pass to the Beast. A three ball. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Beast.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Carter, the pass to the Beast. Back to Carter. Nice ball movement by Boston. Lets it go. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Boston making some changes. Tatum comes in for Porzingis, and it's done in for Drew Holiday.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Shepard, that's good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball. Here's the Beast. From the arc. Missed. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony.